Hey and welcome to map 31 of the Plutonia experiment. This is Cyberden, and as you can see we are surrounded by 4 cyberdemons, all of whom we'll be getting very intimate with in this level as they launch rockets at us and try to smash us into pieces. So the first thing we're going to do here is grab all these goodies because we are going to need every one of them. There's a lot of doors in this level that we can't access at the start, so the first thing we're going to do is go around this corner. That'll wake these archviles up. So here's the trick. These archviles are actually behind fake walls here. Ow. So you got to be careful because these archviles, they love to run around behind these walls and they can be a real pain to deal with. Let's take care of this archvile here. It's quite difficult because you've kind of got to find a way to get the archvile to stand where you expect it, because it has got quite a bit of room behind that wall there. I apologise if you came into this video expecting to see me face off against cyberdemons. Instead, we're facing off against archviles behind fake walls. So that we need to hit this switch here, and that should lower the first cyberdemon. It also lowers down these Hell Knights here. These guys are just here more as a nuisance than an actual threat. So we shouldn't have too much trouble here getting rid of the Hell Knights here. You can see that is the area we want to be going into, because hitting that switch will open up the next part of the level. Unfortunately, we've got to deal with this guy before we can do that. So I'm just going to be using strafe running here just to circle strafe around him. I don't really want to be dealing with any rockets to the face if I can avoid it. Kind of got stuck there because I pinned myself against a wall, which was not the brightest idea. Gonna need to go and grab some rockets from over here. There shouldn't be too much left with this cyberdemon here. No, there isn't. Excellent. So we hit that switch, grab the ammo from inside here, and then we need to make sure we hit that switch there, because that actually allows us to get into the next part of this level. So this level is pretty interesting because you have to hit those switches to progress to the next part, because when we hit this switch here, another cyberdemon's going to open up, and that's a second encounter we're going to have to make do with. This little unmarked secret here actually opens up. It will be useful for us. So that's why I've made my way that way, just because it's not actually marked as a secret, but it's very useful to have. So you can see in the center there, the structure is slowly expanding, and that's because it's slowly building these steps that will let us get up to the key card at the top there. Again, it's just a case of keeping my distance, making sure that we don't do anything too stupid here. I want to try saving the cell ammo if we can. Luckily there is plenty of space for us to run into here, so we don't have to worry too much. You have to hit both of the switches in order to access the next part here. So when we move towards this switch, the floor is going to give way and we have to fight these Barons of Hell here. So I don't think I hit that switch at the end there, because it's not this switch we need to hit, it's actually this one here. So just going to make sure we've done that. So that will open up the next part of this level. So up to now we faced 2 cyber demons. There is 2 more for us to deal with. Quite happy with this because I do want the chain gun. Chain gun would be very nice. Also get our hands on a BFG here, which, you know, never going to say no to. Again, just a case of not getting pinned against a wall, because we don't really want to deal with the splash damage from the rockets that he's firing. Let's see if I can get rid of him here. So I did hit him with the BFG, but I didn't get the full blast on him. But he went down anyway. Excellent. So yeah, there's a bunch of Mancubus behind this door. Gonna wait for the door to go back up and then we'll do a fresh cycle here. So we are very close to being able to grab that key card in the centre. You can see a bunch of health dotted around the level. We just need to make sure we don't use it all at once, because we might end up needing it later on in the level. So that should have brought down the final cyber demon here. So one last time, we just need to make sure we don't do anything stupid here. As you can see in Cyberden, the challenge here isn't that difficult, even from a pistol start. There's more than enough ammo in this level and more than enough variety of weapons for most players to be able to handle the cyber demons. I think it's what comes after this that might throw a few players, because obviously in Cyberden you're probably not expecting what this level ends on. And this level does end on a bit of enemy spam, which I don't know how I feel, but we'll talk about that as we kind of make it there. Yeah, as long as we use this central pillar here to help defend ourselves, nothing to really worry about here, is there? Excuse me. Excellent. So we're not doing too well on the ammo front, but luckily there's some rockets here that we can make use of. Ugh, that door there caught me. Not a fan of that. So this is where all those med packs that we didn't pick up in the level will start to be useful, because obviously I don't like this door. I really don't like this door, because it's like 2 different doors that you've got to kind of maneuver here to shoot through. I don't really want to go inside because, as you can see, there's a bunch of chain gunners. Ooh. If I'd been smarter, I would have not had just the rocket launcher here for use. I need to go and get more health. I did this to myself, to be fair, so it's kind of important that I make sure I don't leave myself too vulnerable to being taken out by the chain gunners. Excellent. Could have probably shot him there. Was trying to get away from him before he took too much health off me. So you can see there are bony boys in the corner over there. You can see that chain gunner up there. I think there's a berserk pack up there, so I'm not too fussed about losing health here. We'll grab that med pack though, because we did need that. So as we head up the steps here, we've got to be mindful of the fact that there are quite a lot of pinkies that we can hear in the distance. And of course, here comes the pinkies. Now, it's not the pinkies I was talking about earlier on, but you do have to deal with these guys. So I'm just going to shoot these guys through the fence here. They can actually walk over the windows there, so they can actually use those as steps rather than having them blocked. So, you know, you've got to be careful for that. Cool. So there is a secret against the back wall here. Yes, there is. We're definitely going to be grabbing the ammo there. So I think we're pretty much done with this part of the level. So I think we can grab the key card now. So you can see this has formed fully because we've hit all the switches. So this level does employ a fake exit here. And you've got to be careful, because as you can see, a bunch of bony boys do end up coming into the level here. And there's a lot of them, so you've got to be really careful. So because I haven't got armor here, I really need to be careful. I'm just going to let these guys come in here one at a time, and we'll deal with them as they make their way in here. So you can see they are making their way through here very slowly. They're not coming super quickly though, so we can use the rocket launcher to thin out the numbers through the gate here. Did not want that rocket hitting me there. Excellent. So we're pretty much done with the level here. You can see that if we go into the closet where the monsters came out of, there's a switch, and once we hit the switch we can go to the level exit, which is over here. There is some cell ammo over here, but ultimately that is Cyberden. It's an okay level. It's not fair to compare this to a normal level because it's obviously a gimmick level and it's a secret level, so we can't really take it too seriously. I think it does what it does well. I think the Cyber Demon fights are pretty interesting, although I would say, again, I would probably have 2 Cyber Demons here just to spice up the final fight, but you know, that's just me. Personally, I think it's an okay level. Not super memorable, not super exciting, but it does pose a challenge if you're not prepared for the waves of enemies that you're going to face. I do think it's a fun one, but it's best served as a secret level, so I'm kind of glad it's here. And of course, this means that we are now going to be heading to the level that I know everyone has been waiting to see go to it. Let me know what you think of Cyberden. Do you love it? Do you hate it? And thank you very much for watching.